Okay, yay! I'm so excited. Welcome to our first 2023 team call. First call of the year. And honestly, this is my first Zoom in a while because in 2022, I decided to stop the Zoom calls and focus more on Facebook trainings and whatnot. And I feel like that was a bad decision on my part. So I'm really pumped to get back into the swing of this. Okay. So every month, once a month, we will have a Zoom call. It'll probably be right around the same time, the end of the first week into the second week. Okay. But the call schedule for the entire year is posted in 176 Roots. It's pinned at the top as an announcement. Okay. So you can go ahead and plan for the entire year. So tonight we are talking about how to work your month and how to break it down. Okay. So I want you guys to be interactive in the chat, ask questions. If you have questions and you want to unmute yourself, please feel free. I will look at the chat periodically. Okay. Because I am on my phone, so the chat doesn't really pop up. I have to manually go in. Okay. So I am taking us back to the basics because that is super important for your business, especially if you are anywhere from an essential consultant to a director. Okay. The basics, honestly, even up until SSD, if you don't have a good foundation for your basics, it's going to be hard to continue your business. And I say that because I did a lot of reflection for 2022. And I am personally taking my business back to the basics, okay? And trying to set a better foundation so I can see more growth this year, okay? So first things first is you need to plan out your month, okay? So I want you guys to drop in the comments, when I say plan out your month, I mean figure out what are your personal business goals for January, okay? Write them in the chat. I want to know, what is your PRV goal? What's your recruiting goal? Okay. We're going to start with just those two goals. Okay. Ashley said 3 teamies and 3,500 PRV. Yes, I love it. Sonia, 500 PRV and 1 recruit. I love it. Drop your goals for me. Okay. My personal goals is 3,000 PRV and 2 recruits. Okay. And my other one is get organized, but I am really going to break it down with you guys tonight regarding PRV and sponsoring. Okay. So all of those goals are great. I want to remind you guys, your goals are just that. They are yours. They are no one else's. So no one else has the ability to tell you that your goals aren't big enough. Okay. But I do want to remind you guys that the only way you're going to push yourself out of your comfort zone is if you challenge yourself, okay? Ultimately, you cannot rely on anybody else in this business, your sponsor, your upline, your director included, to challenge you. Yes, they are here to challenge you, but we can't be here every single day to challenge you because we're trying to challenge ourselves and to push ourselves, okay? All right, so your goals. What I want you to do, make sure you have your goals written down somewhere that you are going to see them. If you use a planner, okay, I highly recommend a planner of some sort. It doesn't have to be a planner like this one. It could be in your phone. It could be on your computer, whatever works best for you. You need something to hold you accountable and to help you stay on track. And so you can remember what you need to do on each day, okay? I went back to a handheld planner because last year I did most of my stuff on the computer and on my phone. And while it worked for a short amount of time and I still remain on track, I remember when I first started my business working full time, I worked from my planner. My planner was my lifeline. I literally wrote down every single thing in my planner. So I'm going back and I'm giving this another shot, okay, for 2023. So tell me in the comments what kind of system, that's what a planner is, what kind of system do you use to stay on track for your business, okay? Are you more of a pen and paper and you have a planner where you write in it, or are you more virtual? Okay, so take your goals, and now we're going to figure out how are you going to achieve those goals this month, okay? How are you going to achieve them? You're going to have to break them down. So for example, what I do with my PRV, since I have 3,000 is my goal for PRV, I break that down into 4 increments. I break it down into weeks. You can break it down even further into days if you'd like. That's totally up to you. So for my 3,000 PRV goal, my goal is to get $750 each week in order for me to promote, or in order for me to hit my PRV goal. Okay. So break it down into smaller increments, because a large number, especially when you're first starting off and when you are first trying to build your business, a large number can be very intimidating. Very intimidating. So break it down into a smaller number. Okay. If you even have to break it down and divide that weekly amount by 7 days to figure out, okay, I need this amount of sales in one day, then do that. Whatever gives you less anxiety and pushes you to work harder to reach that PRV goal, do it. Okay. So tell me, actually, based off your current PRV goal that you just dropped in the comments, how close are you right now? After you break it down into 4 increments, have you already met your first week? Tell me in the comments. Have you already met your first week? Go, Ash. Yay, Jen. I met mine as well, which I'm pretty proud of. January can be another slow month, but ultimately it is also what you make out of it too, okay? That's okay, Anna, you can still push for it, girl, okay? All right, so once you break it down, same with recruiting, you can break it down even further, okay? Break it down even further. So if you have a goal of 2 recruits, then I want you to ask yourself, okay, how many people should I be talking to a week in order to get 2 recruits, right? Okay, now let's talk about IPAs and consistency, okay? IPAs plus consistency is how you are going to be successful in this business, okay? The people that are successful in this business, do you know what the difference between, or let me go back. You know the difference between someone who is successful and someone who isn't successful in this business is? Consistency. The successful people continued to show up even when it got hard, even when they heard no after no after no, even when they didn't get any likes on their Facebook posts or their social media posts, even when they didn't hit their goals for the month, they kept pushing, okay? They kept pushing and they remained consistent. That is the difference, okay? So when you combine IPAs mean income producing activities, okay? So any activity that can provide you income, for example, activities that are going to help you get PRV, that is an IPA, and activities that are going to help you recruit, that is also an IPA, okay? There are more IPAs with this business, but for tonight, I'm only focusing on PRV and recruiting, okay? Once you start recruiting is when you will join our leadership page, and that is where all the leadership aspects will come into play, okay? So PRV, what are some activities that bring us PRV? There are a ton. I'm just hitting on a couple, okay? So number one of the main things that brings us PRV is parties, okay? We are a party-based business, okay? So parties can look different for all of us. You don't have to have the basic home party. You don't have to have a bag party. If you want to work solely online, you can work solely online, okay? But there are so many different ways of partying, and actually, Kylie and Courtney Stewart, or Courtney Holiday now, they are actually doing I think it's a 4-week training. I think they're on week 2, I believe. I think it's for the entire month of January. They are actually yesterday. Didn't they have a call yesterday, guys? Ashley, were you on it? Yeah, it was last night. last night, they did a training on basically how to get PRV. Okay. And they had some bomb ideas for how to party without partying, like different parties that they were bringing to the table. Okay. So, oh, Taylor, you were on it too. So I actually am going to share those trainings with you guys tomorrow in our group. And then I'm also going to, they're actually going live. Well, it's a Zoom call, but every Monday for this month at 8 p.m. Okay. So next Monday at 8 p.m., make sure you're on that call. I'm not sure what the topic is for next Monday, but they did a really good call. So I will be sure to share the recording so you guys can get more info on parties and how to get PRV. Okay. But you don't have to solely rely on parties, but listen to me. Parties is honestly the easiest way to grow your customer base. Okay. The way to get PRV is by growing your customer base. So you have to get creative sometimes to do that. And there are different types of parties. You don't have to do a home party. You don't have to do a bag party. You can do a text party. You can do the party links that people are doing. Okay. There's a ton of different ways, and it doesn't matter how you get your PRV, but you have to get it somehow. That is the soul. That is the heart and soul of your business is PRV. PRV is where you get connections, not only for more customers, but it's where you also make connections for teamies. Okay. A lot of your customers are going to become teammates eventually. Okay. So you have to find a way to get PRV. We don't care how you get it, but you have to figure out you have to figure out a way to bring in the sales. Okay. The products. Actually, that's what I want you guys to comment in the, we will get all that information for their training. Okay. Comment. What was I about to say? Crap. Oh my God. What was I about to say? Oh, tell me the reason why you joined Scentsy. Tell me the reason. Tell me the number one reason why you joined Scentsy. Was it because you already loved the products? Was there anyone that's on this training that joined before they tried the products? Yeah. Did you join Scentsy before trying the products? Oh, you did, Sonia? You joined Scentsy before trying the products? You are one of the rare people. Anna, you too? Oh my goodness. Okay, so most people, okay, we have unicorns like Sonia and Anna, but most people love the product before they joined. Okay, so the product was the number one thing that reeled them in. Okay, you are going to have random people like Sonia and Anna who had never tried the product and just wanted to jump in, dove right in, and made it work. Okay, but most people try the product and fall in love with the product before they start this business. So keep that in mind when you are out there making connections with people and sharing the products. Okay, the products is usually the first thing that reeled people in. Okay, so other ways to get PRV, and this is currently what I'm focusing on this month, is you can bring in PRV by doing mystery crates, curated boxes. And what I mean by those examples would be 10 bar special. Okay, the clean buckets that people have done in the past. Actually, if you haven't done a clean bucket, now's the time. It's 2023. People are over the Christmas and they want their house back in order, clean, and ready to go for the new year. Okay, so if you are struggling to get PRV and you haven't done a clean bucket ever, or you haven't done one in a couple months, that would be a great way to get some PRV. Okay, me personally, I'm actually doing New Year boxes. I shared that in our group a couple days ago. That has been a huge hit. So, and all I did for the New Year boxes was literally I looked through the catalog. I was like, which products scream new year, new me? And I went with it. Okay. So you don't have to do what other people are doing. You have to get creative and promote it to your customers. Okay. People are going to be super excited for what you're excited about. Okay. Your customers know, love, and trust you. And so when you present something to them and you're excited about it, they're going to be excited about it. Okay. Taylor, I think you just said something about Galentine self-care bucket. Yes, I love it. I actually have, I bought a bunch of stuff for, not a bunch of stuff. I just bought a couple things that I didn't have on hand. So I could put together little Valentine's Day baskets that aren't going to cost an arm and a leg. So that way I can promote them on Monday. And that's going to be another curated box or gift, whatever you want to call it, that I'm throwing out to my customers. Okay. Events. I don't know. I'm not a huge event person, but events can bring in a lot of PRV and also a lot of contacts. Okay. Promoting on social media. This can be huge, but listen to me. Social media, you have to be very consistent on social. Okay. So what I would say for promoting on social media, pick 1 or 2 of your favorite products that you are currently using in your home. Okay. And put them on repeat on Instagram, on Facebook, on your stories, go live with them and educate your people, educate whoever's watching, educate them on how to use the product, number 1, and why it's your favorite, number 2. Okay. You can't just, like, for example, you can't just take the bathroom cleaner and say, oh my gosh, guys, this stuff is amazing. There's a difference between telling them it's amazing and showing them a before and after of you actually using the product. Okay. So pick 1 to 2 products and blast it on repeat. So for today is Tuesday. For the rest of the week, I want you to pick 1 product. Okay. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I want you to showcase that product. Video is going to be the best way because people get more from a video. They get your reactions. They can hear the tone in your voice. They get to see you using the product like in real time. Okay. And then your job would just be just to tell them basically, like, why do they need this product? If you want to promote Freshen Up Pup, literally spray your dog down, show them how to use it, show them you literally just spray it on their coat. Okay. Show them it's not going to, then show them the ingredient list and tell them it's not going to hurt their dog. Okay. So pick 1 product, comment in the chat box, which product are you going to focus on this week? And I'm going to take it a step farther. Okay. I'm going to take it a step farther. Actually a great product to showcase right now would be our diffusers because we still have the special going on. Okay. And then once you pick your product and you showcase it, I want you to screenshot it or even screen record and share it to our team page. Okay. That goes a very long way. So social media is very intimidating for a lot of people. So when other teamies see you guys showing up and they see exactly like what you're doing, then they can get ideas from, number 1, what you're doing, but it also gives them confidence that if you can show up, they can show up too. Okay. Scentsy Club. Right now, Scentsy Club is going to be a huge thing to promote because of Bring Back My Bars. Okay. Bring Back My Bars. Like right now, for example, right before I went live with you guys, I went on my VIP page and I also went on my Instagram stories, which are connected to my Facebook. And I literally went over this 6-pack of Bring Back My Bars. I gave them my personal description and review of them. And then I told them which one's my favorite and which one is a must add to Scentsy Club. Okay. Pear Blossom and Cucumber. This is the best Bring Back My Bar ever. So my customers will be adding this to their Scentsy Club. Okay. So this is a prime time to get your customers who don't have a Scentsy Club already to start one. Okay. And then you can talk about the perks. Scentsy Club really only makes sense. If you have people that are purchasing from you, Scentsy Club literally only makes sense. And I will tell my customer that till the day I die. Okay. So promote Scentsy Club and then follow-ups. Man, I'm running out of time. Guys, I might be like 10 minutes over. Follow-ups. Check in on your customers. Go through your order history. Okay. Go through your order history. Check in on the people who haven't ordered. You don't have to check in on them and ask them how their Scentsy stash is looking. You can literally check in on them and see how their 2023 year is going, their new year is going. How was Christmas? What's new in your life? Or go on social media, go to their Facebook page and see what's new in their life and comment on anything that they're posting about, okay? Make those connections. That is super important. This is a relationship business. You have to connect with people, okay? So now I put together some PRV to-dos for your week, okay? So PRV weekly to-dos. Now, these are just very broad and generic, so you can go more into detail with them. Hold on. You can go more into detail with them. So these are very generic. The first thing, say thank you. Make sure when a customer orders from you that you are saying thank you. A thank you text goes a very long way. Okay. If you are just, if you're a new consultant and you are not doing mail outs, or maybe you're not a new consultant and you don't do mail outs, that's perfectly fine, because you know why? A thank you text goes so much further than a mail out. If I receive a thank you text from someone who I ordered from, you best bet that I'm coming back to reorder from that person just because they sent me a thank you, because it just tells me that they are appreciative of my order. So if you are not thanking them, I highly suggest that you start doing that, okay? It goes so far. So make sure you're saying thank you weekly. And what I mean by that is at least once a week. If you don't do it when you get an order, go through your order history and go through the last week of orders and just thank those people, okay? Check in on your host. So this is obviously going to be if you have any type of party going on. Make sure you're checking on your host at least once a week, okay? And honestly, it depends on how long your party is, so you might need to check in on them a little bit more, okay? Another one, promote 1 to 2 products on social, okay? I want you guys to do that weekly. So for this week, for the rest of this week, you picked your 1 to 2 products that you're going to promote. Next week, I want you to pick another product to promote all week long, okay? And so forth. The key to promoting is education, okay? Just make sure you're educating your people why they need this product. Another PRV to do for your week is to check in with customers. That goes along with following up with Scentsy, along with following up with just everyday life, okay? And then another thing I want you to do on social media, share what the club perks are. Make it a point to share, I would say once a week, maybe twice a week, what the perks of having a Scentsy Club is, okay? You don't have to share all the perks every time you talk about it. You could share maybe your most favorite. Maybe you just got an email saying that your Scentsy Club is about to ship. So then you're going to go in and edit your Scentsy Club. And while you're editing your Scentsy Club, you can go live or share a screenshot and say, hey, this is why I'm obsessed with my Scentsy Club. This specific bar was discontinued 2 months ago, and I can still get it for free because it's my favorite, okay? You don't have to share all the information at once. You can share little bits at a time, okay? But the key here is consistent. Be consistent. Basically, what that means is repeat your ass off. Repeat, okay? Repeat. I didn't mean free. I meant you get your favorite bar forever and ever is what I meant. All right, on to recruiting. The number one tip that I can give anyone is, in order to recruit, you have to share the opportunity, okay? You will have the random unicorn that comes to you and says, hey, I want to join Scentsy without you even opening your mouth. You will have that, but it is very rare. Very, very rare, okay? So don't sit back and wait for that unicorn. If you want to recruit, and if you don't want to recruit, then I'm not talking to you. Okay. I would just focus on PRV if that's your goal. That's perfectly fine. But if you are trying to grow a team and make money, and let me just tell you, if you want to make money, recruiting is where you are going to make money. Okay. So the number one tip is you have to open your mouth and you have to talk about the opportunity. You have to talk about your story with Scentsy. Even if you just joined last month, what was your paycheck? What was your first paycheck? What did that look like? Even if it was $30, $50, were you able to go get a pedicure? Were you able to put gas in your car? Were you able to put groceries on your table for your family? What does that look like for you? Maybe it's not the money. Maybe it's the community. Maybe you connected with your sponsor, or maybe you earned Shooting Star and you were able to get the Shooting Star kit, or maybe you got the charm for the Pandora bracelet, right? Share whatever Scentsy has provided you so far. Share that story. Share it online, share it in person, share it with your customers, share it literally everywhere. You have to open your mouth and talk about the opportunity if you want people to be interested in the opportunity. Okay. Let's see. And then I wanted to hit on this. I actually did a post today in the team page, and I literally said, does anybody have an open party with at least 1 cent in host credit? Okay. And there was a couple of you that commented. My point in doing that is, if you have even if you are the host, I don't care who the host is. Okay. Did you know that even if you have 1 cent of host rewards, free product credit left over, that you can add and earn a kit and get the kit for $59, still keep the rewards, the party rewards for yourself or for your current host if they are not interested in joining, and you can give a $59 kit to someone else. Did you guys know that? So for example, like I have a party open, okay, and I have however much in rewards. I can still keep the rewards for myself and the PRV for myself, but I now have access to a $59 kit that I can give to anybody who's interested in joining. Okay. So that's currently what I have going on right now. And I actually messaged 3 people today about joining. I've messaged 10 people total since the beginning of the month about joining, but I messaged 3 specifically today to try to see if they were interested in the $59 kit. 2 people haven't responded yet. So if you did not know that, I will be glad to, let me see. I'm not sure. Yeah, so actually, I'm actually going to, I'll add a training that shows you exactly how to do it. It's very, very simple. The only difference, basically what you have to do is when you go into the host, okay, so for example, Ashley, say that your customer, Jamie, wants to join on that $59 kit. Okay, but you still want to keep your rewards. You're going to go into your host information, change the host from you to Jamie with all of Jamie's information, including all of her information. Okay. And then when you go to, you have to have at least 1 cent left over. When you go into your free product credit, you're going to type in kit. Once the kit pops up, it is going to email Jamie. Jamie then pays on her side the $59 plus tax, shipping, whatever the full price is. She fills that out. Once she fills that out, then you get confirmation on your end on your party saying that, okay, Jamie has filled out the host to join information. It's ready to be flipped. Then you make sure when you go to check out that the party order gets shipped to your address. Okay. But I know it's easier for a lot of people to actually see it versus just me telling you guys. So I will find the training where it actually breaks it down step by step so you guys don't miss anything. It's super freaking easy though. Okay. You can do that with any party. So keep that in mind. And then, so I did a recruiting weekly to do, and this one's really simple. Okay. Share the opportunity. That is your weekly to do. Okay. Share the opportunity. And it could be very, very simple. I will say, I think I probably already said it, but video is best. Video is best to share anything, honestly. Okay. You guys have any questions? Does anybody want to unmute themselves and tell us anything that you're currently doing in your business that has been working for you?
I will. Sorry, it's Jen. I put my video back on.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, I put it in the chat, but I actually went live in Lauren's group. We're kind of running it together. And sent to Bless last night because she and I were talking and I was like, what do you think about contacting all the people that you have party links open for that just didn't really qualify? Like they're either just under or they just, weren't able to contact people and get orders. What do you think about contacting them and saying, hey, there's double rewards for half off this month. Like you only need to do a little bit extra, a little bit more to get your party to qualify. And then you get all those extra half off items. So that's what my group was talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And actually another thing that I just did today was I have 3 open party links that just didn't qualify in December. And they're basically halfway, like at the $100 mark. 2 of them are. The other one's at like 50, I think. But what I did was I reached out to other customers who love to spend money. And I actually sent a text that said, hey girl, January is double half off for host rewards. I already have an open party that's at $90 in rewards. I'm sorry, $90 in total sales. You have to reach 200 in order to get the rewards, which would give you 2 half offs and $20 in free product credit. Are you interested in sending a link out to your friends? It would be approximately like 3 or 4 orders. So that's another way. I should have added that on here. I didn't even think about that. So thank you for bringing that up. But that's another way. And I got that from another consultant last month. She said she does that. And I was like, that's freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
So, and I already tested it out because I wasn't sure if they would still get the double rewards, being that I opened the party in December. But they do. They do.
So then you just go in and you change the party to them as the host?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And another thing, guys. So I was playing around. I haven't offered this to my customers yet, but I was playing around with it today. I opened up a new party link. And because of the double host rewards, you could try this with your customers. Being that we have the diffuser special, if you got 2 customers to purchase the $150 bundle, then on top of the $10 extra oils that they would get, then you can split up the rewards and give them each 1 half off and then $10 in free product credit.
Ooh,
so you can try to promote that as well. You just have to use the rewards to get them that. And then I didn't calculate it, but you could probably do, what is it? Is it $60? No, it's 70. Is it 75? Is it 75 for the deluxe?
For half of the premium. If you use 2 of the half offs for a premium one with the oils. Because I just did it with someone.
No, I'm talking about the deluxe diffuser. Hold on.
Oh, that one
Is
is
the price 75? I think?
75 with the $10.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I can't do math in my head. Whatever 75 is times 3. What is that? Someone's-
150 is 2, so 225.
Okay, yeah. So then you could use a perpetual party reward because you would have 3 customers who got a deluxe diffuser and split it up like that.
Oh yeah.
So that's another option too. I'm gonna be offering that to my customers.
You
I haven't
can't
made any.
post that, right? Or you just say that you have a deal and they should contact you?
Yeah. That would be a personal special.
Okay.
So yes. Another thing that I did not mention, to make sure that my month is on track every month, I always take the first week of every month for my personal business. Okay. So I don't do anything with my team other than recognition for the previous month. That I do that in the first week, but I don't do any coaching. I don't primarily focus on recruiting in the first week unless someone comes to me and asks me questions. It's primarily me getting the bulk of my PRV. That way I'm not running around like a chicken at the end of the month trying to meet my PRV goal. Okay. So that's something that works for me, is the first week of the month, all about my customers, all about my parties, opening my parties if I have any booked for that month, focusing on, okay, my PRV goal is this, what kind of bundles am I gonna be promoting to my customers, stuff like that, and planning out my month. So does anybody else have anything that they want to unmute and say or ask? No? Okay. Well, I am going to stop the recording.
Thanks so much